That's all I do is make fun of you people. And I love the fact that you guys, the biggest crybabies the world has ever seen, that's all you guys do is bitch and complain about everything. But because we're talking about the complete and utter colossal fuck up that Donald Trump did with the pool and pointing it out, you call that crying. So this is also about the lie that is the reflecting pool. The reflecting pool, okay, is another lie, but let me just show you this. This is Scott McFarland from the Midas Touch Network speaking on MS Now, all right, with Nicole Wallace. And what is he saying about the arrest? Listen to this.
Let me tell you about the 5 arrests first, Nicole. They're not major cases. They are U.S. Park Police or federal law enforcement citations. If the Department of Justice wants to make this a major case and charge these people with felonies, they have to go to a grand jury. And though grand jury deliberations are secretive in a closed room, you might hear the laughter outside the grand jury room if they try to bring this case to a D.C. grand jury. It's not going to fly.
The reason why I brought this up to you guys is because when it comes to what they're calling arrests for vandalism, they're literally taking in people who have taken we know you don't care, Joe. Joe Buckley says we don't care, dude. We know that. That's the reason why we have the channel here, and it's called Ending MAGA. That's exactly the reason why, Joe. Because of people like you. That's what I'm doing here. I'm eliminating you. You're going to be gone. We're getting rid of MAGA because you guys don't give a flying fuck, and we know that. So thank you for reminding us, but we don't need to be reminded. It's the whole purpose of this entire movement. But, you know, I know you don't like that, but we don't care, right? Anyway, what I was talking about was this whole thing where they're arresting people. It's for people that have put their hands in the water, touched the water. Some people have even taken a sample of the water, and they're calling that vandalism, right? Now, Donald Trump is also saying, by the way, Donald Trump and his entire cohort drove through, right? They drove through in cars the reflecting pool when it was under renovation. So, right, there's all that damage that did too, right? But like, forget about that. Right now, they're talking about how there's people that have vandalized it. Now, let me remind everybody about the reflecting pool. There is 24-hour surveillance on the reflecting pool, not in just the form of humans, but cameras are trained on it 24 hours a day at every angle. There is people all over the place 24 hours a day. There is police all over the place 24 hours a day. There is now National Guard all over the place 24 hours a day. But you're going to tell me, and MAGA is this dumb that, yes, they do believe it. This is what we've been making sure everybody's aware of, just how stupid MAGA is. They believe that somebody, that's right, somebody went into the pool and cut a 250, well, hold on, wait a second. Donald Trump wanted to make it more dramatic. So he goes,
you know what? I think it's a little bit more than 250. It's 350, okay? 350 foot, okay? Somebody took a cutter and they cut it up real good, okay? 350 feet.
But nobody, including the 24-hour cameras, saw it. Nobody. Now, there is video cameras galore, 24/7 surveillance, police, National Guard, people, and all of those people are carrying these things that all of us have. It's where mine just fell over here. What are these things called? Anybody want to take a guess what this is called? I know many of you guys are saying it's a phone. It's actually a camera. It's a computer. It takes things in real time, in high definition. All of these people that are 24/7, not one person got a shot of it. Not one of the 24-hour cameras got a shot of it. Not one police officer saw it. Not one National Guardsman saw it. Look. Sergeant Wilco, cry harder. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Donald Trump is the guy who literally went on camera for like, I don't know, what was it, like a week, 2 straight weeks? And he was talking about,
look at this. Can I show you guys something? I really want to show you this. Look at this right here. Can I show you? Look, this is the Empire State Building. Okay. That's the Empire State Building. Okay. If you laid it on its side, okay.
And we saw this over and over and over again. And that's all he wanted to talk about. But Sergeant Wilco here, he doesn't like me making fun of Donald Trump, so he calls it crying. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Sergeant Wilco. Glad that you're here, though. Maybe you were one of the officers that didn't see the actual vandalism happening, because we already know that none of your other fellow officers saw it. Not one of them saw it. Not one Sergeant Wilco saw anybody at all do this vandalism, right? Not one. But there goes Sergeant Wilco saying, cry harder. Yeah, I'm going to be here making fun of your ass and every other MAGA dummy, just like you, from now on. It's been the way I've been doing it since day one. It will be continued on this channel from here on out. That's all I do is make fun of you people. And I love the fact that you guys, the biggest crybabies the world has ever seen, that's all you guys do is bitch and complain about everything. But because we're talking about the complete and utter colossal up that Donald Trump did with the pool and pointing it out, you call that crying. Hey, Sergeant, did you enjoy the halftime show? Because I know you had a problem with that one also, right? Don't you guys have a problem with literally everything? I can't wait for the next one to come out, though. There's always something. Every time we turn around, MAGA is bitching and complaining about something. They're always bitching and complaining about something. But, you know, this is what they do. Cry harder. You got to love that, bro. Thank you so much for being here, Sergeant Wilco. Hopefully you guys can do a better job at protecting the reflecting pool, since, again, there's like hundreds of you literally walking around there and not one of you could protect it. That's a little bit of a shame now, isn't it? You know, no cameras, no cops, no person, no guard, nobody at all. Not one person was able to see this ever. Not one person. But what's Donald Trump say?
We have all kinds of people that have been arrested, okay?
What about that 350-foot gash, though? Nobody has seen it.
What are you talking about? I'll give you the proof. There's a 350-foot gash, okay? Isn't that proof enough?
No, that's not proof. You just said that. We're asking you, where is it? You didn't say where it was. You just said that it's there. We just asked you where it was, and then you said that that's proof. The fact that it's there. But where is it? He's so goddamn dumb, I swear to God. It's hysterical. You got to love this, though. But that's what MAGA is, though.